Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm so excited to talk about this show. This is right up my alley. Like, I have missed shows like this. It's like my Desperate Housewives, Pretty Little Liars, How to Get Away with Murder. Like, where has this show been?
Yes. I
We
couldn't
love
agree
to hear
more.
Yeah, like I literally text my brother immediately. I said, "Here's the poster. I was already in, and now I've watched an episode. You're gonna love it." So, I want to ask you guys, because you look like you're having so much fun. I love a messy character. Talk to me about digging into these characters and how fun they are to play. AnnaSophia, if you want to start.
We're having a good time. I also love a messy character. I love a messy lady. And Alice is just that. She is at this point in her life where she's made her, she has these big dreams and she doesn't know how to make them a reality. And it's also that point in your life where I think a lot of people my age, I'm 31, but it's like, oh no, I am a grown up now. I have to start doing grown up things. I have to start making real choices, and my actions have consequences, like getting fired. And, if I cause problems in my marriage, like, do we call it quits? Like, how do I grow with this person who I chose when I was much younger? And so it's so much fun to watch, to read the choices that she makes on the page, and then enact them in a scene and watch as she is sort of like finding her voice and wanting to stand up for herself and do what she thinks is right. But in that process you realize the waves that she creates, and I think she's realizing how powerful she is, and what that means in the society, in Grosse Pointe. It's a messy place to be.
Yes. Yes. It sure is. Yes. What I love about Catherine, oh my God, it's so many layers. It's so nuanced and being able to excavate all that because, like, at first it just seems like, oh, like this woman is just like blowing up her life for what, you know? And then it's like you're realizing like she's being neglected, but also she doesn't know how to communicate her needs, but also she's like created this kind of gilded cage around herself and it's suffocating her because of all the pressure she has created in her life. And I think especially like someone living in Grosse Pointe as a wife, as a mom, wanting to keep up with the pretense of having the perfect life can be so challenging. And we see her wrestling against that. And the scenes they have given to me, I mean, and the people are guest stars that are coming onto the show, the things we get to do, like it's delicious. It is phenomenal, and it only gets messier.
Which
It
brings
really
me
does.
joy. I love the way you talk about them too, because they are humans. And I love that we're going to be able to kind of like pick and choose who our favorites are, who we relate to, who we wish we could be, as they each come
Yeah.
out. Because like with Desperate Housewives, I loved Lynette, but I wanted to be Brie,
Yeah.
Yes.
that kind
Yes.
of a thing. So for each of you, if you weren't playing the characters you do, like who do you think, if just as a viewer, you would watch and be like, that's who I am, or that's who I wish I was?
Oh. Oh.
I feel like definitely Alice, like that is probably the most close.
Okay.
Um, but I guess I kind of wish I was Marilyn because she is so unaware of of herself. She's so at large and in charge. I want to be that bossy and not care at all.
I I genuinely see a little bit of myself, like my actual self in each of these
Mhm.
characters. Like I definitely have like Catherine's desire for control, but I also feel like I have like Alice's kind of creativity and down to earthness. And then like with Birdie, I feel like I have these moments of like kind of being wild and obnoxious. And then with Brett, I also have like my really laid back moments as well. I think it is going to sort of be the kind of thing where you see pieces of yourself in each of of these people, and that is what's so fun and so human about them. Like they're incredibly relatable. Like when I was talking to my family and friends that have watched the show, they were literally just like, oh my God, like that's so me. That's how I would react to this.
Right. Especially with Alice when she's like harping on the thing with her poor dog. And like she's like using that with like to fight with her husband. I'm like, we do that, right? We know something might not be right.
We do that. We do that. And
Yeah.
she's doing these things that are so human where she's just trying to find, life doesn't make sense. And Alice is trying to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't yet. And that story plays out throughout the series. So we'll see more of that. But I remember reading that plot point and being like, ooh, that is a ballsy move. Killing the dog, episode one.
What?
Guys, no animals were harmed. It's fine.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Even with like Catherine's husband, who seems to be perfect, but then all of his reactions to things, I'm like, there's going to be more here.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So much more. which is great. Like you get to watch them like go on this evolution with one another and like really play that out in I think a very realistic way when it comes to something like betrayal in that sort of way, like, and dishonesty and how we communicate and how we relate to each other. And we built this whole family. We have kids. Like, it's like, what do? You can't just like walk away from that.
Yeah. It adds to the heightened reality messiness,
Yeah.
I like to call it. I feel like it's the easiest, cleanest, non-spoilery way to say it.
Right.
Right. So then it's a murder mystery. I know we can't really spoil anything, but what I love to do for social media is get you guys to kind of pitch the show, tease it for the audience, tell everyone why they need to watch the Grosse Pointe Garden Society. You can tag team it. You can do it solo, whatever you want. The time.
Ooh. Okay. Pitching it to the audience.
It's steamy.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
surprising.
Yes.
There's great actors.
Yes. If you've ever wanted to see a show that was going to titillate all your senses and give you and your friends something to gossip over all day long, while also creating theories of what's going to happen next, then this is for you.
I love this. I love this. What she said. Yes.
Yes. You nailed that. And then I have a tiny bit of time, so I'll ask this is a murder mystery. We know someone dies immediately.
Yes.
How long are we going to have to wait? Are we going to the end? Is it going to be the big cliffhanger?
You're going to be waiting. The best part of this show is you're waiting and you're putting the puzzle pieces of the murder together.
Yeah.
It's threaded throughout the whole series. But within each episode, so much happens.
Yes.
With every single character that it leaves you wanting more. Like you're still fully locked into the murder.
Yes.
But you're like, okay, I got this scene. I'm putting that in. And I got this scene. Oh, and now I'm meeting this person. And then they had a scene together and that went down. Oh my God. How? So you're going to be satiated with every episode, but you're also going to be like, I'm building this story.
Yeah.
And placing my bets. Because that's what we're doing. Because we're filming.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't leave you hanging. Like it's a bit of a tease, but we don't leave you hanging. It is very satisfying. And you get there. You're gonna, I feel like I'm talking about like something very dirty instead of just
you will arrive.
Like, don't worry, it'll happen. We're just gonna coax it in.
You will be satisfied.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait for everyone to start watching the show. I need to talk about it with my friends. I'm like, you don't even know. Weekly phone calls are back. Like that's what's gonna happen.
We love like start a voice memo group chat, of theories.
That's right. Just time it, put it on Peacock with each other and
get your wine.
Yes. I like it.
I'm waiting for like the themed parties. I want to see some themed watch parties.
Did you see those old ladies on TikTok? Fabulous. I'm gonna say, I was like, I gotta do that every time I watch anything with a PJ party with like a great charcuterie board.
Right?
Love.
Nice. Awesome. All right, well, let me get out of here. You got more people to talk to. It's been amazing. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Sarah.